Big upset weekend, boys.
Ooh.
Big upset
What you
weekend.
think?
Okay, it's not what I think, it's what I want.
Okay.
It seems as if this is Nate Diaz's last fight on his contract,
Yeah.
right? And Nate Diaz has had this tumultuous relationship with the UFC. It's been incredibly lucrative for the UFC, and I'm sure Nate.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, there's been issues between them, bickering, and it feels as if for his last fight, instead of them giving him like a tomato can so he can go out on a win,
Right.
they're like, yo, we're going to give you someone who might beat your ass, which is Khamzat Chimaev.
Okay.
Right? This highly touted prospect. Though Khamzat had a really tough fight with Gilbert Burns, this last one, that I think took a little bit of shine off. Nate is fighting at 170, not fighting at 155 for this fight, and Khamzat can barely make 170. He's probably more normal at like 185, but he fights at 170 as well. So Nate, everybody's writing Nate off, but at the same time, it's Nate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you literally gotta, you know, stop, like, knock him out, kill him to get him out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what happened with the Leon Edwards fight. I don't know if you guys saw that, but, like, Leon was winning the fight, and then with literally less than a minute left, Nate catches him, wobbles Leon. Leon's the champion right now, and, like, wobbles him, and, like, could have almost finished him.
Well, that's what I was gonna say about Leon. Leon won this one against Usman, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting the names right.
Yeah, yeah.
Because everybody says, oh, you can always catch it in 1 second. But I'd never seen it. To see Usman dominating the fight, and then with 30 seconds left, get fucking knocked out and lose the belt. It's like, oh shit, you can go at any time.
And that's why we love the sport.
Yeah.
But it's, everybody, it's like, I think emotionally, I think we all want Nate to win.
Yeah.
He's just one of those
He
people
just seems great.
Yeah.
You just love him.
Yeah.
He seems super real, super authentic, super.
Yeah.
He's comfortable making you uncomfortable. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we're drawn to people who don't give a fuck despite it costing them.
Yes.
Because most of us give a fuck because if we don't, it costs. And he's just saying, fuck you to everybody.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool to see. And it would be crazy if in his last fight,
He's so sick.
he beats up and he wins against the new prospect at the UFC. Nobody more highly touted at the UFC right now than Khamzat.
You just can't bet against Dagestanis, bro. Any Muslim fighter, bro. I've always said this, bro. I swear, Muslim fighters are the best. Like there's a dedication, bro.
Yeah.
From the Jew here, yep, I concur. I'm not betting against the Dag.
Like I even think historical wars, Muslims probably got the highest body count.
Really?
Like they're the best at it. Like
Chinese, dude.
But they're not fighting for their
Genghis
religion.
Khan,
you know what I
dog,
mean?
come on.
They're not fighting for their religion.
That's Chinese, right? Genghis Khan?
Was Genghis Khan Muslim?
Mongolian?
Yeah, but maybe they were Muslim. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, if you count him, then yeah, it's a wrap.
I mean, he was a
Right?
Khan. You know what I mean?
He was a Khan.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know. You just can't bet against him. Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, no, they're doing great. Those Dagestanis are absolutely killing it. But at the same time, like, I don't know, sometimes stories are destined to happen a specific way. And I wonder if that's
Is
it
the
with Nate.
belt on the line for this one?
Not even that.
Oh, damn.
That's how fire Nate Diaz is. He can have a pay-per-view event. There's no belt. It's just we just want to watch him
Yeah,
fight.
they made up a belt. They're like, all right, him and Jorge.
Yeah, when they put for the baddest motherfucker.
They're like, all right, I'll watch that. Like,
Yeah.
They're just making a belt.
I love it, man. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting card. There's a lot of interesting shit. They just added Poirier to the November 12th card.
You were telling me that.
Yeah, Michael Chandler are going to fight. And that's the one that's right here at the Garden. We got to go to that. Izzy's going to be headlining that shit.
Yeah.
So that's going to be crazy.
Why did they add that fight? Like, were they expecting to have...
Dude, the UFC's fucking amazing. It's like... You know how boxing, there'll be like one interesting fight or one fight that you're like aware of?
Mm-hmm.
With UFC, will put 5 fights that you're really interested on the card.
Oh, yeah.
And it's awesome. You end up watching the whole card. Yeah. You feel like you got your money's worth. You're not spending $75 to watch a 2-round
Sometimes with a
heavyweight
boxing
fight.
match, you're like, okay, I care about this. I'm gonna pay a bunch of money, then watch a bunch of bums on the undercard. You're
Yeah,
like,
if you hear about an undercard in a boxing match, I'm very casual, but I'm like astonished.
I'm
like, oh, it was a good
boxing
undercard?
Fanatic.
Yeah.
I never watch undercards.
A lot of the times you
Fanatic.
order the pay-per-view and you just come at 11:30 when you know it's about to be the pay-per-view.
UFC, you're watching guys that you have no fucking clue who they are. They still got day jobs. They're fighting on the undercard. It don't matter. Because one of them's going to have an insane, like, spinning fucking elbow knockout, and you're like, oh my God, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And they all know that they're one exciting knockout away from being a star.
Yeah, I mean, the fight of the night, I want to see stats. But
How often is it?
It's always like a random undercard people don't really know about.
Yeah.
It always gets fight of the night.
I also love the bonus structure that they have where it's like, it really incentivizes guys. Like, you get this, like, 50,000 if I knock this guy out.
Yeah.
You never coast with somebody.
Yeah.
If you got someone close to out of there, you getting him the fuck out of there. Where in boxing, there were guys who were kind of known for like what's called carrying fighters. I'm going to outpoint this guy. We're going to go 12 rounds. I don't need to change his life in a bad way. I don't need to get him. I don't need to take the risk to get him out of there.
Late in his career, Floyd, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Now you can't incentivize Floyd with 50 grand when he's making 100 million a fight, but like it would be crazy. I guarantee there'll be a lot more knockouts in boxing if you doubled their fucking salary for the knockout or for the exciting fight.
Yeah. But they added this fight just to, I guess, like boost value for the card or something?
I think. Or it's going to be such a watch card that you want to promote these fighters on it.
Maybe it's the upside of UFC always having to worry about its product. Whereas like a fighter's just worried, a boxer's just worried about my boxing match. I don't give a fuck about the WBC. UFC is like, how do we keep people interested in the UFC? Let's stack every card as much as we can.
And UFC is the promoter of every fighter on the card. Whereas with a boxing match, you're the promoter of the main card, maybe half of the fighters, but you would never fight your fighters against one another. Yeah. Because that's diminishing like your product.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But the UFC realized like people don't really care if you lose as long as they like you. And they'll just keep watching you. Tony Ferguson's on this. I think he lost 3 or 4 straight. Yeah. By like brutal knockouts.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch.
I probably won't bet for that guy, though.
That's it. So, yeah, I don't know. I gotta rock with Nate. I just fuck with Nate. And let's see what happens.
He's the most flagrant fighter.
Yeah.
He's got to be. If there's one, it's him.
100%.
If he actually wins, what does he do? Negotiates for a big UFC
Apparently, he's starting his own promotion.
Or would
he just filed for like some paperwork or whatever to like create his own promotion.
Or is he watching the news for Jake and Anderson saying like what kind of money he could make?
100%. Yeah, he would do that.
Which brother would he fight?
Oh, that's right. Jake and Anderson got announced too.
Late October.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting about that? I'd never seen Jake so respectful
in a promo video. I thought it was actually really cool.
It was really cool to see.
Like he did like the little spider, I'm gonna
respect the legend, but he must be exterminated.
Yeah, I'm gonna exterminate the spider or whatever, which is fine. But
he gasses him up. He's just like, this guy is the fucking goat of this. He's like, he says all his stats before. I never seen Jake promote a fight like this. It was interesting.
It's an honor to get in the ring.
No, but it's also he's a fighter and the promoter. He needs some people to understand.
He needs to build up the person he's fighting.
The fact that he's going in the ring is wild.
Now here's the thing,
champ
Anderson Silva. Yes, he's 48 years old, but he was just in there with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Yeah. Okay, this is a few years removed, but like who I think held like a fringe belt at like 100, maybe 60 or 168 boxer.
Knocked him out.
I think he won decision.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But he won. I think he won one more recently.
Tito
Ortiz. Yeah, he
knocked Tito Ortiz the fuck out.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But to me, it's more interesting. The guy, when you're in there with an actual boxer, and he's had this will be Jake's hardest fight, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And and if he beats him, they'll find a way to discredit him, but, he's 48 years old.
That's the one.
Anderson Silva is one of the greatest MMA fighters in history, and specifically strikers in MMA. Like, phenomenal. Yeah. And a southpaw. Like, this is big risk, but I think there's going to be a lot of interest. I think it was the perfect person for him to fight.
Yeah. Did you see the thing he was doing with Dana to announce it?
What did he say?
This shit was clever, bro. But he was just like, look, I don't need to promote this fight. I'm going to let Dana promote it for me. And then plays a video of Dana being like, yo, Anderson Silva, he's the best fighter of all time, best MMA. Like, he's the GOAT.
Jake will never fight Anderson Silva.
And then literally goes, Jake will never fight. Jake, why don't you call him out? Jake, where are you, Jake? Like, antagonizing him.
It's a great video.
And then it comes back to Jake and he goes, Dana. I don't know. It's like such good like lore.
And that
for,
was
like,
also interesting is he wouldn't make Silva the heel, but he needs somebody to go at.
Exactly.
So to me, it was a little like, is Jake a little nervous about this one? Because you're not going to talk shit about this guy. Well, I'll talk shit about Dana because I'm going to fight Dana. But this guy, oh, you're one of the GOATs. It's an honor to be in the ring. I'm still going to win. But so I was like, yo, this guy seems a little nervous for the first time.
You think he's nervous about Silva?
Maybe. I don't know.
If he beats Silva, he has my respect.
Really?
Yeah.
Finally. He's earned your respect.
Yeah, I think that's why he's doing it, actually.
Yeah. He called me before. He's like, I'm going to show you, right?
You don't think they'll try to take it away from him based on age?
100% they will.
Yeah, he's washed up, fight someone in their prime.
Well, this is what I'm not saying Al will do this, but this is what people also do.
Oh, I will.
I'll respect you if you beat this guy. Then you beat this guy. That guy was 48.
Oh, yeah. I got that ready.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see him get down in weight. I mean, they're fighting at like 187.5 pounds or something like that, but like Jake probably walks around like 200.
Yeah.
So this is going to be, I think, his first fight where he has to cut for.
Oh, really?
And let's see how that affects you, you know?
Yeah.
Like cutting weight things start loosening up.
Is a 2-month turnaround pretty quick? It's
For who?
It's
Jake?
under, yeah.
Well, Jake was already in camp. I think it's harder for Silva.
That's my question.
Yeah.
Like, why is Silva taking this like with short notice? Like
Payday.
I think, well, one, there's obviously a payday. Two, I think that like when you're a fighter and you've been fighting for that long, you're always kind of a few weeks out of shape. It's an 8-round bout. It's not like a 12-round bout. And so he probably has the confidence that he can do it. And like I think he trains his son.
Yeah, he seems like the type that's always training.
That probably is in it.
Like he lives it.
Yeah. So we're gonna see what happens. Yo, sports is back, bro.
Yeah, dog.
Sports is motherfucking back, dude.
Yeah.
Football.
NFL's back. I'm hype.
Okay.
Cowboys are going to be terrible, but I'm hype about everything else.
Oh, really?
Here's what I'm starting to finally wrap my mind around as I'm old as shit. If your offensive line is not set, you're not going to be in good shape. That's why I don't have faith in the Bucs, because their offensive line is just decimated with injuries. The Chiefs, they lost Tyreek Hill, but I don't think that matters because they fortified. Remember why they lost the Super Bowl? Remember Patrick Mahomes couldn't get any fucking time against Tom Brady and the Bucs? That's why they lost. Brady's amazing, but like that's why they lost. So I think the Chiefs got a real shot. Everybody's picking the Bills. I'm not fully sold on the Bills.
Why is everybody picking the Bills?
Because they were so good last year. They were probably better than the Chiefs. And I don't know if you remember, it was legitimately the craziest football game I've ever seen in my life. The Bills and Chiefs. And when they lost that, I hope I'm wrong because I love Josh Allen. I want the city of Buffalo to get a ring ever sometime in their life. But like, I just don't know if you recover from that. I would love to be wrong, but I just think they've already beaten them basically every time, and then to lose like that, I don't think you recover.
Yeah.
And I'm also wary of the team everybody's picking, and everybody's picking the Bills.
I feel like that happens every single year in football. Everybody's, this is the most dominant team. By week 4, there's injuries going crazy.
And so I think the Chiefs are still the team to worry about. I think the Ravens are always a wild card just because they're just a great organization. They always draft well. Jackson is good. They're set at every position.
And this is Lamar's last year?
Last year of his contract. You know what's interesting is he's going no agent representing himself and his contract is expiring. So he's playing for $200 million or I'm basically fighting for whatever I can get backup job. Like if he's good this year, the Ravens have no choice but to sign him.
And why is he doing that?
He just decided at some point, I'm not going to have an agent take 10%. I'm going to bet on myself.
Not 10%.
Agent?
Yeah, in football.
What is it?
In sports, it's like 2 or 3.
Huh? Really?
Yeah.
I'm going by Hollywood rules.
Yeah, no, that's why it doesn't make sense for me. It's because in the work for an agent to do, especially in like certain sports where like the salary cap has all these things baked in, it's like much less. You can have a lawyer do it for most people. Yeah, right. Like, what is it?
This says generally a sports agent earns between 4 and 10% of an athlete's playing contract, though some league place limits on what percentage the agent can charge.
Yeah, I would look up like football or basketball specifically. I thought it was like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
For example, the NFL states that an agent can't receive more than 3% of players' salaries.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
3%, dog.
They make, but then it goes back once in endorsements. They'll go back to their normal formula. So that's where they make the bulk.
Yeah, but even then, if it's my contract year,
endorsements are the same.
What?
Yeah.
No, you can't regulate that.
But
even then, the point.
Sorry to interrupt, but it's just so competitive that the other agency's like, yeah, we'll just take 3%. Sure, we'll take 3. We're talking about like hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Like the amount of actors that exist in the world that can make this kind of money is almost none. So they're willing to take much less for more of these clients.
Understandable for contracts, but there are only certain marquee
Why don't you just
folks.
look it up so we don't have to hear him talk anymore? About something he has no fucking clue about.
Oh, I can't wait.
So like what? NFL like
endorsement agent commission. Anyway.
But yeah, that's crazy actually. If he's good, again, you have to pay him $200 million and guarantee most, if not all of it.
Yeah.
And if he's not good, that's it. You're going to be a backup. He'll sign you for a few million, or some team will take a flyer on you for $5-10 million.
Wouldn't that still be the case, even with an agent?
But I think an agent can also fight for you and protect you in ways that you don't know to be protected. Like I think a good agent, early on, you remember when he was getting drafted, he was black, so people were like, oh, play him at wide receiver. He's not going to be a good quarterback. I think an agent can be like, yo, he's not playing for your team if you don't have him be a quarterback. I guess he could say the same thing, but an agent
just say the same thing.
An agent has the credibility to be like, yeah, you're going to have to trust me. And the same reason we have agents in our business is so there's so many crazy people that agents are like, no, this guy is legit. Trust me.
Agents
I'll fight for you.
Are really valuable for fringe players. So, for example, let's say that you're like a mid-level player and you have an agent, that's really powerful.
I can see the value in that. But if you're top QB, it's like I'm just going to go.
For example, like there's basketball players. I think Ray Allen didn't use an agent for his max contract. He knew he was going to get a max contract. All the stipulations are already put in. The collective bargaining agreement decides them. So he just, I think, got a lawyer, and then he paid the lawyer a fee on it, or a much smaller, I don't even think it was a percentage. I think it was just a flat fee. Got his all-in deal. The lawyer just looks at whatever the last person to sign a max contract and then just went with it.
Well, this is also a little different in that the Ravens, when you get a rookie in the first round, you can pick up their option. You get a 4-year deal. They have an option for a 5th year. And after year 2 or 3, you can say, hey, let's just extend him now. Let's just extend him now. Let's not fuck around. The Ravens didn't do that. Then they decided, all right, we're still, after the 4th year, we're not going to sign him to an extension. We'll just pick up his option on his 5th year. So now he's legit in his last year of his deal. And this is it. If he doesn't play his ass off, somebody will sign him, but it's hundreds of millions of dollars he's losing.
Look at this, right?
Go.
Sports agents generally receive between 4 and 15% of athletes playing contracts. I just asked.
Well, right now we just found out that it's 2%. Right?
Hold on.
3.
Say 3, say 4, but 10 to 20% of athletes' endorsement contracts, which was my point I was making. It's different for endorsements. So, fuck you. But also, question, follow-up for you, Akash.
That was good.
Question. Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Does Tom Brady play better with or without Giselle in his life, since they're not talking right now?
Is that the deal?
Shit,
Apparently, the rumor is that
I've heard
she
this.
is they're fighting
Got tired
because
of avocados?
She's really pissed that he unretired.
Yeah.
She's apparently like fucking livid that he's unretired.
She just went to Florida, but everyone is still saying they're still.
Apparently that's why he took the 10 days. I don't know if y'all know this. During
11
training camp, he just
days,
left for 11 days.
Yeah.
Tom Brady don't leave, ever. He don't leave.
And then he blamed it on being 45.
And then when he said, I'm 45, he said, I'm 45, guys. I got a lot of shit going on. Which doesn't mean I'm 45. He meant to say, I'm married. I got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
But you can't say that. So you say, I'm 45. Let you read in, I'm married. But a lot of people think, he's fighting with
Makes
Giselle.
him so much more likable.
Yeah.
You hear these like fighting with his wife, and you're like, I'm like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
We're the same.
What happened to if you're explaining, you're losing? Remember all that? You were doing some explaining, right?
Sometimes you gotta lose, buddy. That's the game.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I see where she's coming from a little bit.
A little bit.
You 45 years old. You're the greatest athlete ever. You've achieved everything.
Infinite money hack.
Never been more gay in your life.
Maybe.
Also, it's not it's not acting. It's not stand-up. Your brain is on the line.
Oh yeah, like
all the time.
You're drinking out of a fucking straw for the rest of your life.
Choosing to do this.
Yeah.
And you know, like he brought her to Tampa. You think that Giselle wants to live in Tampa?
That's not the worst. You know what I mean?
For Giselle, it's like living in Cleveland.
It's better than fucking New England.
Bro,
For a supermodel from Brazil, it's fucking Indonesia.
She used to live in New
While the
England.
tsunamis coming.
Can I say something?
They were in Newton, Massachusetts.
Can I say something? This is very important to understand.
Boston.
She makes more money than him.
That's true.
Okay, stop.
She's
true.
dead.
So that's why he's still playing. He's like, bitch, I'm a catcher.
Real talk.
So that's motivation.
Tear up the prenup, I'll quit. if it's on her, that's one thing for sure.
More money than him?
There were, I don't know, this year maybe has some crazy thing or whatever, but there were many years that they were together where she was making more money. And also he took very small contracts from the Patriots. Like he could have, I think, got like $30 million a year.
Yeah.
Instead he was taking like 12 so they could build the team up.
Instead of, he wouldn't be the lowest, but he wouldn't be the highest paid player in the league like he could have.
Yeah.
Because he wants a better team around him. Because he's the GOAT. But for her, she don't have that. She don't got no teammates. She's a supermodel.
Son, you got all the money in the world. You got beautiful kids. You can move out of Tampa. And then all of a sudden he's like, nah, we're going to stay in Tampa. If they didn't live in Tampa, it'd be all right.
Stop, bro.
I
Tampa's
guarantee
not that bad.
I guarantee you.
It's no.
Son, it's Tampa, bro.
Name another franchise.
You got a net over your pool.
How many other NFL franchises, bro?
You know the rumor.
Over your pool? What's that about?
Net over my pool.
Exactly. That shit sucks, bro. It's pathetic.
It kind of sucks, but there's also leaves. You don't want to have to fill your pump up with leaves, you know?
They have slaves. Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? They're the richest people in Tampa.
I'm just saying, where else are you going to go?
You think Giselle's scooping leaves out of the pool?
You play for the Rams?
He thinks the pool is above ground. This guy's fucking no.
They can afford a pool cover. They can do anything.
You know where I heard he wanted to go was the Raiders in Las Vegas or Miami.
Yeah,
I heard he
of course.
wanted to leave Tampa this
Yo,
year.
if they're in Miami,
And that
she has no
would've-
problem.
If they're in Miami,
You go to the Rams. Like those are the only places
They have
Giselle
no
wants to
pro-
live.
If she's in, if they're in LA, play until you're 65. I don't give a fuck. If they're in Miami, play until you're 65. I don't give a fuck. If they're in New York, play until you're 65. I don't give a fuck. Boston, maybe. Nah, right?
Come on.
Nah.
That's why he left that shit
Yeah,
as
yeah,
quick
yeah,
as he
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Brazilian Giselle's like from Brazil, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
she doesn't
yeah.
fuck with cold. Like that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Miami or LA.
I think the New York, they could pull it off.
Yeah, but she don't fuck with swamp either, bro.
Tampa, bro. It's really Tampa's fault.
All right. So does he play better or worse? Depending.
Better.
Plays better.
if the line heals up, he'll be fine. I don't know if the line will heal up, but if the line heals up, he'll be great. I just don't know that they will. It's going to be a rough first month for sure.
He's saying based on the relationship, not
Yeah, I
based
know.
on the
But
team.
if the line heals up, he'll be better.
But thanks for answering like a geek.
Yeah, which line are you talking about?
Why do we understand her? Like,
So I understand where she's coming from, but
You gotta listen to more Andrew Tate. As soon as Andrew Tate gets banned, this guy's like, I get women. Stop it, bro. What happened to you? I miss the old Andrew.
this is why you need him off the internet, bro.
G when you need
That's why
him,
you
bro.
need him off the
He
internet,
got
bro.
you in check, okay?
That's facts,
Now you're
bro.
getting all gay.
Look, the point is, I'm going with Nate, okay? I'm going with Giselle. I'm putting money on Giselle,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, I bet on her.
Yo, I bet Tom don't make it through the season, bro.
Oh,
Wow.
Don't put an
By
injury on
choice.
me.
No, by Giselle.
Oh,
Injury
You think he
by
pulls
Giselle.
Akash? You think he pulls Akash?
It pulls out, fakes an injury to get out of there.
my ankle's
100% fakes an injury. Akash was doing jumping jacks, took the stairs to the studio today.
Yeah.
This motherfucker got Liz Frank, whatever the fuck.
I've been running sprints.
No, dude. Oh my God.
Brady's gonna
out
come in the
Burning
game
Man.
on a bicycle.
I know.
Just like,
I honestly don't even think you hurt your ankle, yo.
I'm great. I'm fine. I just need it out of Burning Man.
Anyway, betonline.ag. They're going to match your initial deposit bonus, 50% of it, up to $1,000. That means you put in $1,000, they're going to give you $500 extra what you could gamble with.
$500
Kill
free
that
dollars.
shit.
You just want to bet.
$500 free. Okay, you could bet on Giselle winning. You could bet on Nate winning. You could bet on Hamzat. You could bet on anything. Plenty of shit to do on the biggest in the business. BetOnline.ag. Make sure you use that promo code FLAGRANT when you do it to get that initial deposit bonus. All right, peace.